So we got turbo in right there. There's the outlet. So it's going to be coming out from here and going right over here to the pan. So I'm thinking the best place to put the hole for the bung is right about there, since there's already kind of a little dip. I can just drill that out. I got the hole all drilled out, and this is my bung fitting. It's actually for heater hose, but I grinded it down to where it fits in there actually pretty perfectly. See, it's going to come out right about there, so the oil's just going to flow in. I don't know why everyone decides to use JB weld with these. It takes a lot longer, and the shit doesn't hold at all. So I'm gonna be actually welding this in, so that I'll never have a problem with it leaking. Alright, here's a little progress update. So got the bung in. Yeah, it looks like it's JB welded, but it's because it is. I welded it, and there was little tiny pinhole leaks that I just couldn't get, so I just slapped JB weld on top of the actual welds so that it's not going to leak. So it's in there really strong with the welds, and then the JB welds just kind of keep it from leaking. Up top here, got the turbo on. It's clocked right about where I want it. I'm not sure where the piping for this is going to go quite yet. I haven't even really started on it. So here's the other thing. We got the oil feed line. I don't know if you can really see it, but yeah. It goes to that little 4-prong plate back there. Try and get a better view of that. I guess, so you can kind of see that's where that's going to come out for the turbo, and that goes to my oil pressure gauge that's mounted up on the dash, and then the other side's just blocked off. Alright, it's finally starting to look like a turbo setup. The only problems I'm having is, one, this downpipe that I got sent. This flange was welded on backwards. So it's supposed to go like that, straight onto it, but it's not going to work like that, because when I try to put it on how it's supposed to go, it wants to come out the front of the car. Also, intercooler piping. I'm gonna have to have the intercooler somewhere around here. Just stay nice and in the middle so I can get a pipe going from here to the intake. But it's right about there. So I'm gonna have to probably try and figure something out. Alright, I got the oil feed and drain tube set up. I don't have anything else that I can really do, because the intercooler piping doesn't work with my setup, because this is such a custom job. So I'm gonna have to get something fabricated tomorrow. Downpipe is the wrong way, so I guess the only thing I really can do is pull all the wiring out and get it ready for the OBD1 wiring. Alright, all the stock wiring's been removed, and now I have the wiring. I believe it's out of a, doesn't really matter, 95, it's 90, I don't know, 90 something Civic. So yeah, just gonna keep plugging all these in until I run out of stuff to plug in, and here we go, we got injector wires, and then I got my new 550cc injectors right here. Got all the boxes for them. It's crazy that it just actually fits right in. There's really no modification needed. Alright, back under the dash again with all this fun wiring I gotta do to make it go from nothing to OBD1. This'll probably take me all day. Alright, so the downpipe they sent me wasn't gonna work, so I had to actually cut it into pieces and mark it up, and all I have is a MIG welder, so I just kind of took it and MIG welded it where it needed to go, and I'm gonna bring it to my friend and he's going to finish the job for me with an actual TIG welder. Since it's stainless, I'd really not like to use MIG. It's just gonna look like crap and it's probably gonna leak. Alright, so here's all the intercooler piping that I had to cut down. You can see right here, I had to cut about 7 inches off that one. It hung out way too much. And there's this one right here. This one I had to add a little bit and then cut a little bit, so I pretty much just cut it here, added here. I'm gonna have my friend that's doing the downpipe for me, he's gonna do these up for me tomorrow too. Alright, got the intercooler supported by these brackets now. I'm gonna probably paint those welds up so they don't rust, but yeah, that's looking pretty decent. I know it looks kind of ghetto-y, but that's because these pieces right here are actually parts of old stairs that I cut up. But it's like 1/4 inch thick material, so I mean this thing is not gonna move. It's in there. Alright, this is about where I'm at right now. The intercooler's all mounted up, piping's on, coming together. The only thing that kind of sucks is this is the wastegate flange right here that came on this manifold. Yeah, I know it's pretty iffy looking manifold, but it's all I got right now. I'm gonna upgrade eventually. So it came with this block off plate, but I'm gonna have my friend cut it because I've heard the one weakness in these kits, like the main weakness, is the wastegate. So I actually went out and bought a real tile wastegate. So I'm gonna have him weld this fitting on the bottom here on top of there so that I can just pop this wastegate on. And then I'm just gonna cut the screamer pipe at kind of an angle so that it goes out this way, so that when it's coming out it's gonna point somewhere back here. It's not gonna hit anything important. My other problem I'm having is finding a distributor, an OBD1 distributor that's gonna work right here. I've heard the ones from the ZCs work pretty well. I just haven't been able to get a hold of one. Then I just need to make a block off plate for this old cam position sensor here. But everything else is all done. I mean, I'm pretty much ready to rip. Got my P28 chipped and tuned from VIP Performance, got it back. It's all set up with everything I need. All the wiring is done. It's kind of a mess still. I'm just gonna leave it open so that if I have any issues when I try and start the car, I'm not gonna have to split the harness back open to dig it out. Yeah, turbo gauge. I'm gonna be getting my wideband, and I don't even know what else I'm gonna run in there because I have the oil pressure over there. Got all this wiring right underneath here. And that is all going to the main relay, which I've kind of tucked back here where it usually would go in any stock Civic. And then this giant mess going on under here. So I'm hoping within the next few days this thing's gonna hit the road. So yeah, sadly I can't work on it tomorrow. I have to go to my other job. But this thing is coming together pretty good. I'm gonna try to find something to kind of cover up the bottom here. I really don't want the intercooler sticking out. The whole point of this build was stealth. So I'll try and figure something out for that, and gonna get these parts all fabbed up. My buddy's getting me the custom downpipe. He should be getting it done tomorrow, so it'll fit up on that flange. Got my Injectors on, 550cc RC injectors. Came with the little nice pigtails there. Got the oil feed tube in. Only other things I'm waiting on right now is I need to get a distributor that works. It's on the way, it's in the mail. And I know I'm going to have to modify it, so I'm ready for that. And I got this block-off plate. Not really, I mean I kind of made it. And it's just RTV'd on there, so I'm hoping it'll hold. And the only other thing I need is this piece of intercooler piping that goes here up to there. My friend welded it for me, but the weld snapped while I was moving it around, so I'm waiting on him to re-weld it for me. Got my tile wastegate all plumbed in. My buddy helped me fabricate it because the this right here, this flange was the stock one that was supposed to be used for it. So I took the flange from the tile wastegate and welded it onto it, so it just direct bolt on now. Got the wire going to my boost controller here, and the wastegate empties out down there where it's nice and safe, pointed away from all the intercooler piping and the engine and everything. Yeah, hopefully she'll be going up soon.